Like and subscribe for part 2. A boy was involved in a robbery. Unfortunately, the boy saw the robber's face. According to the rules of the world, the boy must die. The boy's father heard the gunshot. He ran this way desperately, regardless of the danger. The robber looked at the silly cat again, but the robber didn't know that the silly cat in his eyes was the toughest man on the surface, Jason Statham. These robbers must have not seen the Emperor when they went out today. They made 3 mistakes. First, they shouldn't have stolen a car in the robbery today. Second, they shouldn't have killed Jason's son. Most importantly, they shouldn't have left Jason breathless. Jason opened his eyes wide. He had to remember that he killed his enemy with the desire for revenge. Jason survived 2 rescue operations and 3 surgeries. He crawled back to the human world from the gate of hell. Jason had to leave the hospital immediately regardless of his injury. At that time, his eyes were full of anger. He just wanted revenge now. Jason is the boss of the biggest gang in the area. All his subordinates are cruel people. He found a federal agent. The agent gave Jason a list. On the list are all the murderers who may have killed his son. Of course, there are also people in the list who the agent wants to kill. Jason understood that the other party was using himself as a gunman. But Jason didn't care. He called his subordinates and immediately launched a riot. He would rather kill 1,000 wrongly than let one go. The people on the list were killed one by one. But these people weren't the robbers that day. Jason's subordinates caught an old man. This old man is also a big boss of the gang. Looking at his arrogant expression, he knew that he couldn't win. Even if he was beaten to a pulp, he still refused to say a word. But this time he met Jason, a professional gangster. Jason kidnapped the old man's wife. The old man could only confess. He said the name of a gang. They may have robbed the transport car. Jason took action again. But he found that this was just a gang that sold women. Disappointed, Jason rewarded each member of the organization with a bullet. Since then, all the gangs in London have been eliminated by Jason. The younger brother advised that it was not a good idea to kill Jason like this, robbing the transport car without leaving a trace. There must be a mole in the security company. As long as we find this mole, we can catch Jason. So Jason forged a new identity. He went to the security company to interview the transport personnel. Of course, the premise is to pass a series of tests. The first test is physical fitness. Jason's score just passed. Then it's shooting. It's just a pass. The last one is the car test. Jason still just